Time, I figured I had a few minutes and I was ready for some overnight oats. How about you? This is a batch that I made last night. Same recipe as usual. For those that are interested in the recipe and just want to get that and then get on with their day, this is half a cup of oats, 1 cup of soy milk, 1 tablespoon each of chia seeds and PB Fit protein powder. And today I decided to go with 1 full cup of frozen blueberries. Let that soak overnight. And so this morning, as I was running late for work and had to get out the door quick, didn't really have time to make much of a lunch, I just reached into the refrigerator, grabbed one of my overnight oats, and I was on my way. Now, breakfast was a smoothie, and this smoothie was a fantastic recipe. It was mustard greens and blueberries, as well as some vanilla perk protein powder, and about half a cup to 2/3 of a cup of black beans that I made in my Instant Pot just last night as well. So I really loaded up the protein on that smoothie this morning. In fact, I haven't quite finished the smoothie, so I've been sort of sipping on it throughout the day. But I'm getting ready to enjoy these oats here in just a moment or two, and I thought that I would take a moment to check in with you all. I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who have joined the community over the last couple of days. The overnight oats tutorial that I did is currently sitting at about 17,000 views. It blows my mind that 17,000 of you were interested enough to hang out and watch me make oats, right? I got to say, though, overnight oats are awesome, so I kind of get that part of it. But thank you so much for being here and for being part of the community. Thank you to the 600 plus new subscribers that we had join our community over the weekend. That was fantastic. I'm just overwhelmed by the amount of encouragement and support and all of the congratulations that I've received. Todd, hey, buddy. Yes, Todd, congratulations on the 100 pounds lost. That is awesome. Dude, I am thrilled, right? I am so excited to be able to finally say, yes, I am 100 pounds down from where I was last year. In January, for those of you who might be here that don't know, in January, I stepped on the scale at 335 pounds. And this last week, I finally got that down to 235 pounds. Now, look, the reality is I still have a ways to go. 235 is not the ultimate goal. It was just the goal for this year. Ultimately, I've really been weighing this and thinking about it a lot, trying to decide what my next health goal is going to be. And I want to lose some more weight. I'm not in as much of a hurry. It'll get there when it gets there. But I'm going to continue on my current trajectory. I'm not going to really adjust my caloric intake. I'm certainly not going to eat more because I hit that milestone. My plan is to continue eating a whole food plant-based diet, to continue focusing on things like getting enough steps, getting enough exercise, getting enough sleep, working on developing my good and positive habits, continuing to build our community here. Those are the plans. And, my goal is probably to lose about another 40 pounds over the next 6, 8, or 12 months. My ultimate goal, I think, is to get down to about 190 or 195. And so I think it's totally doable. I'm looking forward to moving in that direction. Hey, hello, Becky. How are you? And Gary, welcome. Good morning from California. Fantastic. I live in Texas, and I've lived in Texas since before 2000. But I grew up in California. Actually grew up in the central San Joaquin Valley. So what part of California are you in, Gary? Always interesting to hear from someone from back in the Golden State, as it were. Boots in Texas, yes, I believe I can do it because, as I've told you guys before, change is possible. And, it's all about being consistent and making those changes in our behaviors that, have results over time. That definitely is possible. Merced Atwater, yeah. I grew up in Modesto, man. We were practically neighbors. Central California, man. People don't understand. California is not LA, right? And California is not San Francisco. California is all of those rural, well, used to be rural areas in between. And where I grew up, it was dairies and almond orchards everywhere. Dairies and almond orchards, dairies and almond orchards. Tell you what, I do not miss the cost of living in California, but I do miss the geography. I miss being able to drive 2 hours and be at the beach, and to drive another 2 hours in the opposite direction and be in the Sierra Nevadas. And, you know, there's a lot to be said for it. So, yes, indeed. Well, you hang in there, Gary. Didn't Merced, were y'all the ones who had the garlic festival or the pumpkin festival? I can't remember which it was. Caskin, you did not run the Caskin Cleaver in Modesto in the 80s. Dude, I've eaten at your restaurant. That's too cool. Man, over near Vintage Fair Mall, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was near Vintage Fair Mall. Caskin Cleaver, wow. Carlos, welcome, Carlos. Yeah, right? Yeah. Man, I grew up going to Vintage Fair on the weekends, man. Festival Cinemas, all those places, doing graffiti night, out cruising on McHenry. Yeah. In fact, I don't know if you grew up there in the 80s, you might have been familiar with a little restaurant in Riverbank, California called Taco Joe's. Tell me if you remember Taco Joe's, Gary. Not to ignore the rest of y'all, but Gary and I are having a moment here. I'm going to take a bite of these oats while I wait for Gary to tell me if he's heard of Taco Joe's. These are so good. The PB Fit is really coming through. I left the restaurant career to teach 35 years ago and just retired. Taco Joe's is great. Taco Joe's was my parents' restaurant. My parents ran Taco Joe's. Thank you, Boots in Texas. I appreciate that. Gary, you teach. What did you teach? I'm a teacher. I'm teaching. I'm on my lunch break right now. I'm hiding in my classroom eating some oats. I know, right? Yeah, small world, man. Small world. That's just incredible. And I'll tell you what, giving up the Taco Joe's style food has been one of the tougher parts of being on a whole food plant-based diet. And if I'm being honest, I have not given it up. There's not going to be a time in my life where I will not occasionally make that food and enjoy it, because it's part of who I am. It's my heritage. But it's going to happen like once a year, you know? Congratulations reaching your goal, Ken. I haven't caught a live chat in a long time. Yeah, oh, you're doing the Dig Challenge. Fantastic. That's great. I'm so glad. I'm getting ready to start a Dig Deeper challenge, and it's going to be focused on setting your GPS and checking your map. And GPS stands for goals, purpose, and systems, and checking your map is mindset, attitude, and plan. So you go into this time before the beginning of the new year, and you set your GPS, right? You set your GPS, and that is, what are my goals? What do I want to achieve? And then you ask about, why do I want to achieve that? That's the purpose. And then once you know what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it, then you set in place the systems that you need to help you accomplish that purpose. So once you've done that, once you've set your GPS, then when you have to make a big decision like, do I have a piece of pie at Thanksgiving dinner, right? We're coming up on the holidays. How do I navigate this Christmas party that I'm about to go to? Well, what you do is you check your map. What is your mindset? Is your head in the right space as you head into this decision? You check your attitude. How am I feeling in this moment? Am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling anxiety? Am I feeling happy, calm, sad? What am I feeling? Once you've identified your mindset and your heart, your attitude, then you can check your plan and you can make a logical and well thought out decision regarding what you're going to do in that particular situation. If you decide, yes, I'm going to enjoy a piece of pie at this Christmas party, well, then you can have that piece of pie and not feel as though you've cheated on your diet, because you've checked your mindset, you've checked your attitude, you've checked your plan, and you've made a decision that you're going to allow this. That keeps you from spiraling and saying things like, oh, I already had the pie, I might as well have the ice cream too, or I might as well have this too. You check your map, right? Goals, purpose, systems, mindset, attitude, plan. That is coming up in the Dig Deeper series that I'm planning on filming soon. So if you enjoyed the Dig series, hopefully the Dig Deeper series will be helpful to you as well. And for those that haven't done the 30-Day Dig Challenge. It's a 30-day guided journaling challenge that is designed to help you identify goals in your life that you want to achieve and what your values are and what's important to you. There is a playlist that you can find on the channel, and you can go and do that. How do I relax after a long day? Oh, that's a Q&A sticker it's asking me to add. I'm not going to do that. You guys don't need me to use any gimmicks here right now. Well, I have got 2 minutes left on my lunch break, and I've hardly touched these oats, and I really do want to eat them. Of course, I can do that in the hallway during passing periods, so it's not a big deal. Goals, purpose, system is the GPS, and mindset, attitude, plan is the map. You use your GPS to determine your map, and then you follow your map as you make the various decisions that you need to make as you go through your day. I teach 11th and 12th grade, rhetoric and composition, and British literature. How about you, Gary? What did you teach? Junior high? I teach high school. Yeah. Speaking of, that bell's about to ring, so I am going to say farewell. I've got time for one last question. Whoever asks it first, I'll try to answer it. Any questions coming up here? Nope, not seeing any, and the bell is about to ring. So I'm going to take this opportunity to, say farewell. I will see you all again soon. And yes, I'm going to enjoy my lunch. Karen, thank you. Pretty Girl's mom, thank you. Diana, thank you. Gary, been great hanging out with you. How long do I wait for the oats? I wait at least 6 hours, but usually 12. But at least 4 will do it. I mean, really, you could eat them right away, but 4 is good. I like to wait 6 or 12, though. Yep. Blessings, Todd. Thank you for being here. Scott, great to see you. Thank you guys for all the hearts, all the likes, all the stuff. Please leave a comment and say hello. It helps the algorithm and it helps more people find the channel. There's the bell. I gotta go. Have a good one.